Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I missed a video last Friday. I believe I missed two videos, so sorry about that and being slammed, which is good. You know, it's great that everybody's getting busy. So we're going to do some changes around here. Today's video is what the software. So I'm going to go through some software I'm using and start taking you through some of that. But also I wanted to address a comment in one of the videos somewhere on YouTube there. Somebody was talking about a software crack. Okay. Um, Look, you do you, but we don't do that around here. I'm dead against that, and I pity you if you get caught. All right. So I just recommend that you don't do that stuff. Okay. So I just wanted to put it out there. I'll see you right after this. All right. So anyway, let's get this going. I got a couple different mics and I had to switch around, so hopefully this will sound right. Otherwise, I've done a whole video and it's going to sound hideous. All right. But anyway, welcome back, Dean, with the Sheet Metal Life. You know, the channel's changed a little bit over the time, but we're still about manufacturing, still about machinery, software. I'm actually going to be in Chicago next week, so I plan on doing a couple of good videos while I'm up in Chicago. I'll be at MC Machinery in Chicago, doing some laser stuff up there. So that should be pretty cool. I'll get some videos and some B-roll and make some shorts and whatnot. So I guess on YouTube now you have to do a lot of shorts. So anyway, the title of the video today was what the software. Okay, so what software am I using? Well, obviously I used to use Radan a lot because I worked at Radan, and I've always used Radan. I think I've been around Radan since probably 2000. I think that's when we got our first combination machine back in the day. So, and then I ended up working for Radan. Now I work for BluTec Machinery and Mitsubishi Lasers and press brakes. So, cover the Carolinas. We got some of our team members that cover Virginia. So, yeah, we'd love to help you guys on that stuff too. All right, a shameless plug for me. Anyway, so software. As you can see along the top here, I've got a lot of different software I'm using. I've got Radan, I've got Radband, and I don't know if any of you guys know this, but I know there's some of you who want to learn Solidworks, right? Solidworks now, they've got a Solidworks Maker. It's usually about $48 a year. I think I paid 24 bucks for it for the year. I used SolidWorks back in 2007, so I'm a bit rusty. But honestly, I like the Hexagon manufacturing software here where you use Designer and Designer sheet metal. That's good stuff. So currently a lot of my videos you're going to see here are in Toolshop. That's a software from a friend of mine in Australia. Real good guys, good company. The developers there are real good. I've used Toolshop before. I worked at Radan and did some stuff back in the day. It used to be just for CNC routers and plasmas, but since then I've opened it up to do other machines, right? Of course I have Radan. For punching, CNC punching, hands down I'd always use Radan. They'll be doing it since 75, a long time. And then I have WE-CIM. WE-CIM's another one, and that's a good one to do. You know, every software has a learning curve, right? But it's good software and it works and it does right. And of course, LightBurn, some of you may know LightBurn. That's what I use for my laser at home. So use it for laser engraving, CO2, laser cutting, stuff like that. But anyway, let's go into Toolshop. So Toolshop is what I'm using currently, so I can edit a DXF, open a DXF, and you can do a little bit more, right? So Toolshop was developed in Australia by the guys at Advanced Robotic Technologies, good buddies of mine. I spent some time over there when I was in Brisbane many years ago. So I think when I was, I can't remember how young I was. I had little kids back then anyway, but not to bore you or get off subject. Yeah, so Toolshop is currently what I'm using. I like Toolshop. Toolshop allows me to create my own post processor, right? So very easy, nice to use. So what I've got here is, first thing when you do Toolshop, it was designed for routers, designed for plasmas, but now you can get into other equipment, right? So I've actually set this up to run a Mitsubishi laser and some other equipment, because it's easy to do, right? So here, first thing that you'd want to do when you do Toolshop, you might want to check your preferences, right? So if you come in here and you go to preferences, you can set your units here. So millimeters, centimeters, meters. So mostly you're going to be in millimeters or inches. I don't know why we just can't all go to metric. It would make life easier sometimes. I was just talking to a customer about that today. But, it is what it is. So I usually come in here, set that first, and import settings. I usually make sure this is all set to inches and some other stuff in here as well. And then I'm pretty much good to go in Toolshop. I like Toolshop, it's easy, and especially if I'm using a router, right? I can orbit this around, and if I was using a router, I could come in and see the tool path as the router comes down. So I've got a small CNC router at home, and I have a small CNC CO2 laser. So you can set this up to do what you need to do, right? So if I come back here, I can just bring in, so here is where I select my machine. So if I select my machine, you can see I got some high def plasmas, some other equipment, a router from ART. Here I've made a post for the Mitsubishi laser, and I'm just going to do a quick overview. We'll get into this when we get into more of the videos, but you can come in here and hit edit, and this is where you're going to set up your equipment, right? So this is where you'll set it up, whether it's absolute, incremental, your file extension, and then you'll just work your way around here. So, and this will help you build a post processor, so when you output the code for your machine, it will be correct. Start and end, I've done a little bit more programming in this part on mine. There's different ways to do it. I prefer to do it this way, so when I select the material, it comes in with the right tech table, right? Tool changes when you get into setting routers and other sorts of stuff. Variables, so you can have different variables, and you can also set up custom variables. Okay, so pretty easy. If you've got experience and that with trying to set that kind of stuff up, to me, it's a good software to use, right? If you don't, you might want to, somebody can set a post up for you, but remember, anytime you have some sort of software and somebody's going to build a post processor for you, you're going to be charged. You know, even on the Vectric VCarb CNC routing for routers, right? You still got to do posts for those. Any software, you got to do it. But so yeah, so let me just do a quick run through so I can show you what I'm doing. So I'm just going to grab a part here. Let's do this one. This is one I got from a plasma group I was on. So you can see it brings this part on and it cleans it up. So I've got cleaning set up as well, so it cleans the DXF up, any lines or any geometry. You can actually come in and you can nest a whole sheet of these and stuff like that. If I was gonna say I wanted to switch over to a router, I can switch over to a router, and then I can do some pocket milling, stuff like that, different things, and cut it on a router. But I'm actually just going to use the Mitsubishi laser. Right, so here it'll go on a sheet. So I'm going to manually lay this out. I'm just going to select manual nest here, and I'll just grab it. Right, you can grab it like that, or you can window over it. Right, you can rotate, whatever you want to do there. So I'm just going to move this down into the corner, and you can see since I put manual nest on there, it's respecting my boundaries I've set up here. Okay, I'm going to do tool pathing. I'm just going to do a simple offset, and I've set up different things in mine, so we'll probably do O2 cutting, and just hit OK, and you can see I have got my part all tooled. It's got my lead-ins there, and it'll adjust the lead-ins after the nesting as well sometimes. But also I can edit my start points or my lead-ins. So this I like a lot. You can just grab it, drag it around where you want, right? And you're good to go. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell, just to get started, and just so I've got a video for you guys out there. And then from here you just simply come in and output your code. And we'll just do this one here. We'll save that. Yes. Okay. Export. And there we go. You can see I got my code for my laser, and we should be good to go. So, but that's generally the software I'm using at the moment. But I still use Radan as well. I use a bit of everything. But remember, this ART Toolshop is mainly for routers, plasmas, and lasers. But it's nice to be able to have your own software. So that's good, and you can print out setup sheets and stuff like that as well. So that's it on this video here. We can get into the more of the software over the next few weeks. Next Friday we'll do a video of my trip to Chicago, and then we'll do another video of Toolshop. Alright, so hey, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. If you have any questions, drop them below. If you want to see anything, or even Radan related on here, I can do that as well. So, oh, and just so you know, the guys at Radan have got a new channel called At the Radan Guys as well. So make sure you catch Mike over there on his videos. If you all put in the comments, hey, number 2, he'll know what it means. All right, guys. Hey, thanks. Have a great weekend. I hope this breaks up your day so you can have 5 minutes and just chill. All right. Have a good one. Bye-bye.